Hi, it's Theresa with Crafty with Theresa. Thank you for joining me today. This is part 2 of my stash buster, where I took the VIP bundle papers that I received and started just working away on cards. I made the first 4 cards, but I actually had enough to make 6 cards of just the designer pattern paper. However, with the leftover parts that I used to make that first set of 6 cards, I have enough to make more than that, so I decided to make a part 2. So I'm going to show you 1 or 2 of the cards, and then at the end of the month video I'll show you the remainder of the cards if I get to them. More than likely I will, but I have a couple other videos coming out this month, so I probably won't get to all of these today, but I kind of gave you an idea of what my plan is for these cards. Okay, now let's get to crafting. On this first card, I wanted to show you my thoughts on this. This was the paper that was left over from the arch that I made, and the arch is in the pile over here. But here is the toffee paper that I used for my second cardstock sheet, and this arch, nested arch I believe they call it, fits in here just perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a scene on the inside. I have a couple other ideas, but today I thought I'd just grab one from my stash. I'll find the product number for you, but it is one that I had a while back, and I thought I would use the deer, to where you look like you're looking at a window and you see a deer. I may have it nested in there a little bit. And then I thought I'd use this statement or saying on here. I'll put some trees back there also. And then I thought I'd use this, wishing you lots of joy, and I thought I would kind of put that around here and put the word joy down here. Now this is just my thinking process. Who knows how it's going to turn out? If you've been watching me, you know I kind of change my mind as I go. But we'll just get started. The first thing I want to do is I want to decorate the inside of this toffee paper. So I'm going to grab my Misty, which I am loving, my little mini Misty. Now I've gone ahead and grabbed my Mocha ink, as well as I grabbed the deer that was on that stamp set, and I grabbed the tree. I will go ahead and stamp these 2, and then I'm thinking about possibly doing like a hill scene down there, and I may just do it with some rough blending. Maybe make my own hill, possibly put some of these little, I don't even know what you call those, weeds. Possibly put those down there, possibly, okay? I may put the little bird over here in the tree. I think that would be cute to add a little color. Anyway, we're just thinking through this, but I'm going to go ahead and get started with this so far. And then I will have to build a mask because I want that deer to be in the front. I'm not going to worry about his hoofs because we all know that they have hoofs. I wanted more space up here in case I wanted to add anything there. Like maybe I put the word joy there. That might be something I do. Now I went ahead, now that I have these done, put that to the side. I am still going to use my Mocha ink because I've left this in my Misty. Here is my Gina K masking magic paper, and I'm going to actually cut that down. I already measured this, and this is 3.5. Both of them are right around that same. This is actually a little bit bigger, but since I've cut off the hooves, you know, I may make that like 3 3/4, but it's pretty close. And this does not have to be perfect, because all we're trying to do is put those images on that mask enough to where we can cut them out. Unfortunately, this stamp set does not come with a die. If I had a die, I probably would use it. I did move everything around just a little bit so that it would be easier. And I'm going to go ahead and it's really, really close, and that's all I need, because I just want my deer in that image to be in the front. On my coffee table. Still haven't found the table I want. If anybody has any ideas or suggestions. There, that's really close. There. It's really hard to do when you're trying to do this side. Go through and I'll show you real quick what I meant by just basically making my own hills. So I'm going to take this and I still got my mask on here. Obviously I can always just kind of fill in there if I want to, but I did this up high enough that I shouldn't have to worry about that. So I am going to take this piece of paper and I'm kind of going to just tear it and see if I can make it work with tearing it. I mean, I can always work around it, or what I can do is I can actually place this where I want it to be. See how that works out pretty well? And I will probably put this on my sticky, which I'll show you. I showed this in a video a while back, but I have started using this method for my sticky mat. I don't have a sticky mat. I either put this in my Stampin' Tool. In this case, I'm not too worried about whether or not I use the Stampin' Tool. And I want to show this for people who don't have a Stampin' Tool. This is a photo album sheet. Let me show you that real quick. And here's mine, that I have lots of different sentiments so I can throw them on quickly when I'm working on cards. So I've shown this in a previous video. It's not my idea, but I basically copied it from Jennifer McGuire. Still working on all those sentiments. But, so when I need a sticky mat or a sticky surface, I can either grab my painter's tape, or I can do this. And I can put it, oops, don't have this in the right place. Right there. Now, I'm sticking both of these down. You see, they're not it's not going anywhere. Either one of them. And I'm not too concerned about these. I have plenty of them. I got a 100 sheet book, and I did that on purpose because I wanted to trial this. And I like it. And this will last me a long time because that sticky will stay on for a while. Now I'm just going to take this and do some little blending here. I'll practice over here. That's a pretty light blend. So I probably will do a little bit of mixture of both. Okay? I have another video coming out where I'm making my own paste. I do those quite often. They're called Frugal Day, Any Day series. And I'm going to be taking that and making my own paste. If I'd have thought, I'd have done this with the paste on the bottom, and I would have, I think that needs to be darker. See, it's not very light, it's not very dark. Okay, we're going to go a little bit darker. And then I could have put snow down there, and I may still yet. Now, love these brushes. All you do, see, I love it. Now we'll fill that in with this toffee on the bottom a little bit, maybe a little bit of this on the sides. Want that look because we're going to add in. Okay. We're going to add in those weeds. I'll do those in this color to make them really stand out. And I'll just use. And I'm a firm believer of using my stamp on both sides. So I'll do a little bit of this, and then I'll flip it over and do a little bit of that. These may not be conditioned well, so I will condition. I just use my thumbs. And we're going to do this. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of both on here. Some of this color, which is the toffee, down here. A little bit of that mocha, and I think I'm the second generation stamp that. Add a little bit more to that line. Now, you saw how I did this large. Here's the negative piece of that. Now, if I want to, I can make that a little darker doing it this way. Let's see which way it's supposed to go. Could have given myself a little bit more room. That would have been beneficial. This is where this comes in handy. There. Now, I can really darken that up. Because I used such close colors, this makes it a little bit harder. But we're going to get it done to where we like it. Now, let's see how that looks underneath our arch. How's that looking? Oh my, I think I like it. Now what we're going to have to do, ooh, that joy is going to be close. Will it fit? Let's see here. It will. Okay, finishing up this card. Now I grab my VersaFine ink. When I'm stamping sentiments, I really like this because it gives me the option that if I stamp it and if I want more, to enhance it more, it gives me the option to just put clear powder over it, to emboss it and put clear powder over it. Set it, I should say. If you watched my last video, I actually said below dry and had to correct that. So here you go. I'm not stamping Joy yet. I just want this. And these are for my folks that ask me for cards that are not necessarily wanting the words Merry Christmas. They want something that's a little bit more neutral. So that's what these kinds of cards are for me. So now I want this gone because I only want to stamp the word joy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this there. So it should work just fine. Now all I have to do is put in that. And this card, I do have a ribbon. It's a plaid gingham type ribbon that I'll be putting down at the bottom of that nested arch. See how this turned out. We'll do it one more time. But I think it's going to be pretty. Now I wanted to point something out. I wanted to show you that you do not have to buy pattern papers. You can actually create your own type of pattern using any of the stamp sets that you currently have. This particular set, I did not use anything that wasn't already in my stash. That's why this is called the Stash Buster. I tried to do that with most everything. There's a couple that I went ahead and grabbed some new stamp sets because they're so pretty and I couldn't wait to use them. Other things I wanted to do with this card group is I wanted to change it up just a little bit. Still looking like a monochromatic type look, but what if I used my September stamp of the month, and it's called Thoughtful Tokens. Love this, to kind of create my own little vintage look on this card. I thought it looked good with the gold in here. This one I'm pretty sure you saw in the intro, but this one's going to be fairly simple, but I feel like it's a great Christmas card. I'll put this over the top. I like this black. I may even get some black glitter paper. This one is the full sheet. I could cut that down and make more, but I think we're going to go ahead and move on. But I found this scrap, I believe a couple years ago for Christmas. I'm going to put this on top of it, and I like the changing of those shapes. So I decided that I am going to stay with this plan, and I'm going to put birds, put a tree here, one of the trees, and then maybe put the bird out of it, and then I am going to make this a Thinking of You card. So a couple sneak peek items. I'm using up some of the old, what they call Picture My Life cards, particular oval shape, and I thought this would look really good. Obviously, it's not going to fit there. So I'm going to work on that, and then I'm going to recreate this using watercolors or my dye inks and doodling. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I like to doodle things. So I'll be actually doing both of those in the upcoming videos. This copy and the copy that I recreate. So stay tuned for more on that. I'll get the others finished and have them ready for you for my end of month video. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button and the notification button so you'll see new videos as they come out. Until next time, have a great day.